Okay, so before I do that, I just want to talk about LCMS traders here in this thing that we have a thing called Forex trade for LCMS traders club as well. Let me share with you. Okay, so in LCMS traders, we have to be able to club. There's actually we join the LCM Trade FX Trader Challenge linked to LCMS traders. You can actually join the competition and win the top prize of US dollar $2,000. By an LCMS traders club, this club is all about you traders who are trading Forex. We have popular topics, in here. Daily analysis. We do some daily analysis for you to do. We do some analysis for you for each of the pairs. We give signals first in LCMS Traders Club before we give even on the Telegram as well. And we also do some explanations. So you can take a look. We have links here. Okay, we also have members who actually share their trade ideas. And as most important is as learners for traders, we can share trade ideas. We can mingle around, and we can improve ourselves in trading as well. And then the members will reply, also the coaches reply as well. As I mentioned, we also first send the signals here in LCMS Traders Club before we even go to Telegram, and you can actually give a comment as well. Anybody who's interested know why we do this or any questions, we allow any comments to be placed inside, and we will reply to you exactly as well. And you can see not only we give signals here, we also give some analysis, right? Analysis on why we take the trade, and so they can learn as well. We also will give suggestions when we hit the TP1, TP2, TP3. Should you hold the trade or should you close the trade, and why we close the trade as well. Yesterday night, in this LCMS Traders Club, just for members alone, we have on the Wednesdays, we have coaching call, and yesterday was the pin bar. We did 1 hour sessions on Wednesday evenings on how to identify using patterns to identify trade entry. That's great as well. We have again another member here, Rizal, who also put in a questions like, hey, do you consider this as a bearish engulfing pattern? Is it a good trade to take? And we can give suggestions as well. Okay, not only that, you can take a look here. We have daily currency call, which is put the links here as well. We also have daily currency analysis, where you can head over to the Forex Trading Asia here to take a look at what is there, what kind of analysis Jin is making each day. We also have a currency watch list for you. If you're not free, you can have a take a look, and we will give you, this kind of our analysis of what to buy or sell, what's possible potential entry and potential profit targets as well. So it is very beneficial. You can see here Amir Mona, in fact, after she joined LCMS Traders, he joined LCMS Traders Club. He has actually improved so much already just from joining LCMS Traders Club. So I do really encourage everyone to join LCMS Traders Club. Okay, okay, so sorry. So in this LCMS Traders Club, you can join it for USD 199 annually. It's really very worth it. A lot of members have already taken back their whatever they have paid out already as well. Okay, so it's no brainer. Just go ahead and join as well. The link has been provided already on the chat. Just go and click it and join if you have not done so. Okay, great. So without further ado, let me hand over to Jin right now for his analysis today.
Good morning, everyone. So we're having a lot of fun in the chat right there. Look at Lewis. He is a happy guy. Can't wipe that smile off his face. I don't know whether it's the internship that he's ended or the internship that he's going to start that's making him more happy. But back to trading. I know Lewis is going to have fun, but back to trading. We are talking about the US yen, pound yen, euro yen, and gold. If you have any questions, put it in the chat on the side right here. I know we are talking about all kinds of stuff there. Join us in that conversation. And for those of you first time here, welcome. You have missed more than 100 videos, but better late than never. With that said, let me do this. I know because there's a few new ones here. The 4-day program. This is a first time I'm doing this. Head onto 4daycourse.lcms.com.sg. Those of you who are already signed up, Put it in the chat. Tell them how excited are you to get onto this 4-day program. Those of you who have attended a 2-day program in person with me, this is going to be twice as good because it's 4 days now instead of 2 days. All right, so 4daycourse.lcms.com.sg. What I'll be doing in those 4 days is teaching you how I trade, how I look at the markets, how I analyze whether it's going to go up further, whether it's going to go back down, what's going to cause it to move higher or lower. It doesn't matter whether you have traded before, never traded before, you're interested, or you just want to come in and have find out more, you know. This is going to take you from never traded before all the way to ready to trade and start making money. We have a whole team of guys here who's going to guide you through this whole process. I'll be giving you the exact 5-step strategy that I use personally for the past, I always say 10 years, but it's been more than 10 years right now. And the steps that's been giving us the kind of results that we've been enjoying, how to look at economic news, how to tell trend, look at support resistance, the indicators that you will use, and also how to not get surprised in the market, right? The indicators that I talk about are indicators that I have created, right? I have created these, changed the math, changed the calculations, done all that, giving you those indicators, no charges, no subscription, no nothing. Is there for you to download and use as you like. If you hate it, don't use it. If you like it, keep using it. I'm still using it till today, so I don't think anybody should hate it. This is a fully online, fully live streamed session over the 4 days. That means you get to ask questions. That means you're not left alone. We have coaches guiding you through the whole process, making sure you understand what you're listening, what you're seeing. And it's not just a video that you click play and you sit there and you zone out, right? This is all interactive. You get to learn better. You get to ask questions. You get to ask me to repeat points that you need some clarification on. I'm not going to go through what you learn because you learn everything that I know I'll be teaching to you. The only difference after this 4 days is that I have been sitting at this seat here, looking at this computer for more than 10 years, experience more than you, but in terms of knowledge, I'll be teaching you everything that I know. It is not going to be $4,000. It is not going to be $4,000. It is going to be $0. I'll tell you how to get that for $0. What you need to make sure now is that you keep the 22nd, 24th, 29th of September and the 1st of October free. All right. The key word here is free because it'll be free later. 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. GMT +8. That's Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines time. If you're joining us from anywhere else in the world, please feel free to join us. It is GMT +8. All you need is an internet connection. We'll provide everything else to you. How do you join? Scroll all the way to the bottom, click sign up now, fill in your details, first name, last name, email address, phone number, where you're joining us from. And in the coupon code, put in 100DAY. Click apply, get it for $0. You do not even have to put in your credit card details. I don't want your credit card details. And then you click submit and you're in. All right, no cash, no nothing. You come in, you learn. I want to give back and make sure that you learn how to trade properly. So I hope that all of you will join. We are watching the numbers, so make sure you sign up. With that said, let's get into the business of trading. Forex Factory here, today's news. What are the things that are going to be driving prices today, especially in terms of the US yen, Euro yen, pound yen, and gold? Nothing much. Nothing much, all right? Why I say that is because we've spoken to death about the Euro PMI numbers coming out later today, services PMI numbers coming out later today. We've already seen the manufacturing PMI numbers come out from the Eurozone. Hasn't really affected the Euro that much. Euro has been coming off a top. So it's been coming back down a little bit. Probably looks a bit like a retracement down before possibly heading back up again. But main focus here is unemployment claims from the US later tonight. Looking at still an increase, but not that much of a change. We have Governor Bailey speaking and a US non-manufacturing PMI number coming out later in the night. But everything that you do today will probably be affected by tomorrow's non-farm employment numbers coming out. All right. I know I will go into a lot more details into this tomorrow, but to give you an idea of how this could move prices today, average hourly earnings going from 0.2 to possibly 0, so no change in average hourly earnings. Non-farm employment change going from 1763 to 1385, so still an improvement there. Small improvements coming through from the US side. Unemployment rate going from 10.2 to 9.8. Again, looking at some improvements. All right. But in this scenario, I do think that unemployment rate might be a little bit affected. So it's not really it's a slight improvement, but not so much because companies are hiring, more likely because people are not looking for work as much, and or people are opportunities are not as available. All right. So we might see some better numbers coming from the US, but I do not think that it's that straightforward a US strengthening scenario. I think that it might be a short-term US strengthening before possibly a medium-term weakening again. Okay, because we are closer to the end of the week, I'm going to start looking at what could happen next week as well. On Monday, it's going to be a very quiet day because Monday we have the US bank holiday. It is Labor Day on Monday in the US. Nothing much going to happen. I'll tell you more about that on Monday. Tuesday, we have, again, nothing interesting. Wednesday is going to be interesting, and we'll tell you more about this for the Canadians tomorrow. But there's going to be an overnight rate on Wednesday for Canadian, the Bank of Canada. We'll talk about Canadians tomorrow. And on Thursday, ECB. ECB on Thursday, what are they going to say? Are they going to push the euro? Euro has been moving quite a lot. What's going to happen on the euro? So be careful of that on Thursday. And Friday, nothing much. Okay, so you have a bit of an overview of what's going to happen next week. It looks like, it's going to be quite euro focused next week. With that said, let's look at the charts. All right, so this is the US yen on the H4 time frame. US yen on the H4 time frame. The last time I spoke about this, I said that this brown line here is possibly going to come down, test the 105.41 level before going back up. It did go up first before coming back down to test this level. I can't remember what I said last week, but I'm pretty sure it probably went to the tune of let it test lower before going for that 30 pip stop and the 60 pip take profit. If you did that, if you remember and you did that, you would be up 60 pips early this week already. Okay, at this point right now, I think that the US yen on H4 time frame, we might see it come back down a little bit. Okay, actually I'm not too sure. I think it will come back down, but possibly going to sit across a little bit before coming back down, right? I think it might actually do that. To be super pedantic, I think that it might sit across a little bit, maybe move up slightly before coming back down to test that 105.41 level. You could look to try and sell the US yen down 106, 106.10, 106.1, a good 30 pip stop for a 60 pip take profit. Again, risk reward ratio of 1:2. That could be a very, very short term trade, something that you would have to manage and manipulate a little bit more, but you could be looking at that. So let it come down, only sell if it breaks below 106.10, 30 pip stop, 60 pip take profit. Make sense? Give me a nod, give me a thumbs up, give me something just to let me know that it makes sense to you. Good. Thanks for that, Amy. Well done. Okay, so Euro Yen next. Oh, look at Euro Yen. Look at Euro Yen. It is textbook trade. H4 time frame Euro Yen. Most likely scenario is we're going to see that come off this 125.72 level, possibly heading lower towards this 124.66 level. Let it come down. Let this 4-hour candle close. I would say 125.50, anywhere below 125.50. Stop loss 40-50 pips. Take profit 95 to maybe 100 pips. Quite a simple trade, straightforward, especially driven by the euro weakness in the euro dollar, pulling it back down. We could see that move quite nicely off this 125.72 level. You've seen that over the last 8 candles, it's already moved down almost 120 pips. Let it break this 125.72 level strongly. That means let the candle close black, let it close below 125.50. Again, 40, 50 pip stop loss, 50 pip stop loss, 100 pip take profit. Quite straightforward. All right, and it looks like it's really developing very nicely at this point. Okay, I'm super excited for this trade here. Pound yen, I'm not as excited as compared to the euro yen. Why? Because it's not really moving at a resistance level. It has come off the 142.36 level a bit. At this point, I think that it might possibly come down a little bit before retesting higher or coming back down and testing the 140, 118 level. Okay, so pound yen, I will not even put in a line right now just so that I don't confuse you. Let it do what it does. It's not going to be super interesting for pound yen. Rather, it will move a lot, but it's not going to be something that you want to trade too actively, because I think that it could come down but very quickly spike back up again. All right, so keep busy on watching and monitoring US yen. Euro yen is going to be quite straightforward as it breaks below the, what was the price again? Breaks below the 125.72 level. And then pound yen, put it on the back burner, not super interested in it. Make sense so far? Make sense so far? Put it in the chat if it makes sense to you. I see a lot of people still joining in right now. If you have just joined us, you have missed a lot. If you have just joined us, you have missed a lot. Remember to check back the videos that we'll be posting up onto YouTube later. Ling Koi, what are the MA using? What are the MA moving averages I'm using? I will not tell you that right now. I will tell you that during the 4-day program. Make sure you join onto the 4-day program, and I'll tell you then. What is the time for the H4 candle to close before we consider taking the sell trades on US yen and Euro yen? Stephen, hang on. You know what time does the candle close? What time does the candle close? H4. Yeah. He's taking a while to tell me, so hang on there. Okay, with me. 12. Okay. So based on what Kim Hong has told me, it's going to close on my chart, it's going to close at 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2 p.m., right? So if it's wrong, it's his fault. Why I'm not super concerned about this is because I'm sitting here all the time. I'm just looking at the chart. I'm just trading it. So it depends on what brokerage you're using, what servers they are providing to you. But in on my screen here, it looks like it's going to be closing at 2 p.m. Hope that answers your question. Steven, give me a big nod, give me a big yes if it does. Yeah, 2 p.m. Singapore time, that's right. Which, if you're the Steven in Canada, that in Vancouver, then go figure it out, Steven. I can't tell you what Canada time is. All right, so lucky last one is gold. Okay, good, Steven. There's too many Steven Lees. Everyone's telling me. Okay, minus 14. Good. Thank you for that. All right, gold. Gold right now, the last time I spoke about it, it was there. I said it's probably gonna come down, test this level before going back up. I would revise this view a little bit now. I would say that it's probably not gonna go back up as much. It'll probably still come down gradually. It'll probably come down gradually. Test this 1900 level again before maybe bouncing back up. I don't even think 2000 is going to come into play too much. It will probably stop just before 2000. One of the main reasons is that we probably see a lot of people trying to sell at 2000. So once it gets close to 2000, the selling pressures come in, it comes back down again. So it's going to trade within this 1910 to 1970 level, within those range, probably for quite an extended period of time. Gold on a daily time frame is not something that I actively trade too much, unless it breaks key levels such as that at the 2000 level, or if it breaks below 1900, then I'll start looking into jumping any trades there. Wasn't 1930 thereabouts a strong support area? 1930, yes, it is. I wouldn't say 1930. I would actually be a bit more about 1920, maybe 1910 to 1920. So that range there. So about that whole thing is going to be a bit of a support area there. All right, Sunil. Okay. With that said, if you have any other questions, put it in the chat. If not, good
Take
stuff.
it away. Okay, I'm going to launch another poll on the review. How do you find this about this webinar? Do let us know. Put on the poll as well. So for those who are first time here, a recording of the video will be uploaded. Thank you for joining these sessions today. Tomorrow it's Friday. So we'll be talking about the Canadian dollar and the Bitcoin as well. We'll be looking forward to see you then again. Okay, goodbye. Oh, okay. Yeah.